Hello, everyone. You're joining us here at the Classics Finals of the Texas Pinball Festival 2019. We're just getting started with round two here on Phoenix.
If you want something to do, we could use a scorekeeper, please. If you're just sitting around and would like something to do, come to the front desk. We'll give you a scorekeeping tablet. Thanks.
All right, player three, Derek Price, is up on Phoenix. He had a last-minute entry at 1 a.m. yesterday on 8-Ball Deluxe to get into the finals. Nice spinner hit there. So what do you do on Phoenix? You can get the ball up top, get those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lanes. If you get your bonus up to 10,000, the spinner will light from 10,000 to 20,000, I believe, just like Gorgar. Derek's going to take a second. And nails that center target, but drains right away off that dangerous center target. There are these A and B targets right in the middle that raise when you hit the raise A and B stand-ups up here. Sebastian gets a bonus X. Advance your bonus X with these drop targets on the left and right. Post transfer and trying to get that spinner. It's lit right now. And there's a nice rip. Oh, and off the top of the sling. That's a nice ball for Sebastian. So now we're going into ball two. We have Nick Lane representing Buffalo Pinball. little bit late on that spinner shot and pays for it. Oh, rough luck there. The bumper sends it into the top of the sling. No love for Dave Stewart. So going into ball 3, Sebastian has a nice lead, 140,000. Dave Stewart in second place with 68,000. This is round 2. This is the first round, the second game of the Classics Finals here at Texas Pinball Festival. Nick trying to plunge for that 2, can't quite find it. There is this lane right here that scores more and more points as you spell Phoenix letters. Fortunately, Nick doesn't have any Phoenix letters right now. It looks like he was just trying to hit the drop targets. The spinner's ready. And aiming for those drop targets to get some bonus X, but can't quite finish them off. I mean, that bonus X would have been an extra 12,000. I did see some people attempting to alley pass on this game as well, so I think that's an option. The in-lane rollovers also advance your bonus X. Oh, rough luck there. Dave's still in second place with 76,000. it looks like Seb's going to win this game. Doing a 4-2-1 scoring. So that's going to give Seb 4 points. Dave's going to get 2 points, and he's going to jump up to 4. Nick's going to be at 5 points, and Derek will stay at 1 point, I believe. I want to thank you all for tuning in to the Texas Pinball Festival. Stay tuned all day. We're going to have pinball all day. Classics finals right now. The Wizard finals later. Shout out to our sponsors, Joysticks, Classic Games, and Pinballs. So we can see the standings so far. Steve Bowden's in the lead in his group. They're going into their final game. Kevin Stone is leading Group 2 with David Oliver not far behind. Tony Pierce is leading Group 3 with Travis and David holding up the rear. Oh, I'm sorry, Bob Matthews is actually leading Group 3 with 6 points. So shout outs to Phil Grimaldi. He's moving the rig right now. We have the nice wireless rig. Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to Colin McAlpine and Phil Grimaldi helping to run this awesome tournament. We have techs that have been keeping games up and running. F14 in particular has been going up and down all tournament. But they fix it and keep it going. And it's been a lot of fun. So what games did we have in the Classics bank? Hopefully I can, they're on the other side of the room, but I think I can remember them all. There's Frontier, there's Viking, we just saw Phoenix. 8-Ball Deluxe was a last-minute substitution. There's Lancers, which is an old Gottlieb wedgehead. There's Heatwave. There's Fathom. And there is Jungle Lord. So pretty cool lineup here. Hopefully we'll get to see lots of those different games. I think the group is deciding on which game to go to next. So we're hopping over to another game still in progress on 8-Ball Deluxe. Let's see which group this is. Same group. So we just missed Sebastian's ball 1. have Dave Stewart, player 2. Oh, he tried to pick off some pool targets, but no love from the game there. Immediate right out lane drain. Now player 3, Nick Lane, he's in the lead in this group right now. Joining me is Phil.
Hello. Sorry.
Hey Phil, how's it going?
I just killed everybody wearing headphones right now. Oh, going well.
Get a chance to sit down finally.
Thank goodness. I just want to watch some pinball, really. I'm
Yeah.
tired of fixing games and everything.
Well, it's been a really fun tournament. I've had a great time, so thanks for running everything.
Well, I appreciate the kind words. It is a ton of work. So tell me what's going on here. We've got, this is game 2?
This is game 3, actually.
Game 3?
Yes. Nick Lane's in the lead, and then Sebastian and Dave Stewart are neck and neck for second place right now. And
so what strategy does everybody seem to be going for?
just knock down some pool targets and then get your multiplier up. Seems to be the standard 8-ball kind of thing. I did see some people just shooting the left orbit.
Yep, I saw a lot of that yesterday too. That seems to be the safe strategy. Just shoot the left orbit. You can pick up one of those A or B lanes, and then it'll spot you one of the drop targets.
Yeah, we did just see a couple players drain, just aiming for those targets directly on the right. So hitting that left orbit, definitely a safer strategy.
So this is Derek Price up now.
Yep.
1 second, excuse me.
Sorry
about that.
No worries.
I'm a terrible choice for commentator right now because everybody just keeps coming to me and asking me things.
So going into ball 2, looks like Nick's in the lead, but Sebastian's not far behind.
This is a game where somebody could just run away with it.
It's definitely a one-ball game.
Those early balls are also really important too. Did anybody rack up a big bonus?
I didn't see anyone. Actually, looks like Sebastian has a fair amount of pool balls here. Nice in lane there. Let's see what's he going to do. He's going to aim. Oh, he tries the alley pass, it looks like. He's going to aim for the 8. A little bit late.
Come on, 8 ball. Have you seen any tap passing going on here?
I haven't seen anyone tap pass on this game. I didn't have much luck with it yesterday, but we'll see. All these players super skilled, so I'm sure they have it up their sleeve.
Nah, Sebastian goes for the left orbit instead. And he does it.
Oh, just off the tip of the flipper, funnels down the middle.
Ends up with a cool 197. Is our score cam frozen?
Might be.
That's fun. Oh, there we go. Sebastian actually ended up with 314. All right, so Nick's really wants to pick up that B, so he's gonna, oh, he was gonna try and short plunge it. Gets his B, his 8-ball is lit.
It's a multiplier.
Oh, but he nails it on the backhand. Now is a good time to get some more multipliers up. Oh,
There we
he
go.
gets it in. He doesn't seem to be going for his bonus multipliers. He's just left orbiting it.
Hey, you got that shot on lockdown.
Right?
And his bonus is pretty sizable now, so even just one multiplier is huge.
I'd do it.
He's just going to left orbit.
Well, he's probably thinking he's got the lead now. Just pad it a little bit more. He's going to get a decent little bonus here. Or maybe our score cam is frozen again.
Yeah, our score cam. I think the wireless is being a little finicky. See if we can get that.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, 8-ball deluxe is on the other side of the room, so it might be a little bit far. But Nick with a nice ball there, up to 670,000.
Frozen again, it looks like. Let's see if I can do something. I'll be right back.
So Derek needs to win this game to have any chance of advancing. He did blow this game up yesterday with a nice 1.1 million score in qualifying, but no love there. So we're going into ball 3. Looks like Nick Lane's in the lead. With 670,000. Shoutouts to Buffalo Pinball. Give them a follow on their Twitch channel if you haven't already.
See if that helped at all. I tried to.
Looks good right now. Oh, that was, he tried to do a rolling backhand of the drop target.
See if he does that again. Oh, he does. Very nice.
Very skillful move.
Oh,
no.
Right
Okay, we're back. We're back.
Oh, possibly not.
The suspense.
This is cutting edge technology right now.
He has that move on lockdown right now.
I know.
It's such a cool move.
See if he does it. Oh, gosh.
A great ball for Sebastian.
Not enough to pass Nick, but it puts him in a pretty good position right now. So Dave is going to have to chase him down.
Dave Stewart, just no luck there. So Nick will take the lead back just by plunging here. Going to extend his lead.
So I believe this is going to lock in Nick and Sebastian for the next round. I think Nick is taking some celebration laps right now.
I would too.
All right, here he goes. Gets a little practice in now. He doesn't even need the points.
Derek's already eliminated here, but let's see if he can go out with a bang. Takes one multiplier.
So if you haven't gone over it already, there are 24 players in this finals. The top 8 players have received a bye. So in this first round, we'll chop it down to, so this first round of 16, we'll chop it down and we'll go do another round of 16.
And we increased it to 24 because we had how many players in Classics?
I actually don't know what the final player count was, but it exceeded 160, so we had to go.
It was a huge tournament.
Yeah, so the difference between the Classics tournament and the main tournament for Texas Pinball Festival is the Classics is totally open to anybody. So even if you did not pre-register for the main tournament, you could still get into Classics. So we had a lot of people who were only playing in Classics. So you had people that were playing in Classics and main, and you get people, and then we get in excess of 160. Derek is playing for pride right now. He's going to want to chase down some points.
Gunning for that 8-ball, but yeah, unfortunate there.
And that's why you see a lot of players just shooting the left orbit, because that shot can be death. Oh, good point, chat. Yeah, he was not out. He is now, though.
Doesn't Sebastian have 6? Am I wrong?
Sebastian's going to take 2 points, puts him at 6. Nick takes the win. Who can math anymore?
Well, we can take a look at the bracket and let the bracket do the math for us.
Yeah, Sebastian and Nick have advanced on. Looks like the other groups have finished as well, so we'll just be waiting for the next round to have the games decided.
So this is my first time here at Texas Pinball Festival. It's a really great show, having a lot of fun. I didn't realize it was such a huge event.
It is a massive show, and it has really grown over the years. It's not a tournament show, I wouldn't say that. It's very much oriented towards the collector community, and there's just a ton of really neat vendors and things like that coming out, so a lot of really neat stuff to see. There's a huge line just in the hallway out here for people waiting to see some celebrity guests that show up. The guy from Lord of the Rings, I can't remember his name.
Yeah, the actor that played Gimli, right? Maybe Chad could fill us in on the actor's name.
Clearly, I'm not big in the whole pop culture thing. Take a quick break and we'll be back in a few minutes.
All right, everyone's picking games and positions for the second round.
Robert, Ryan Weiner, Sonny Pierce, Bob Matthews. Not Christine. Frontier out, so 8-ball wraps to Vikings. Oh, Lord is not a selection. Oh, that over. Oh, the Lord taken. For 7-3.
All right, looks like Phil's moving the rig right now. See where we're going. Some more Phoenix. And we're going to follow this group with Jermaine, Christopher, Donovan, and Kevin on Phoenix. It does sound like Frontier is out, unfortunately. Maybe there's some issue with it. Now we're going into it. Ball one, Jermaine. So here's the problem. When you're on the right flipper on this game, you don't really want to be on the right flipper. So it looked like Jermaine tried to alley pass here. Will we try it again? There you go. There's the shots. Get some bonus advances and back up top. Nice nudge there to keep it going away from the sling instead of towards the out lane. And look at all those bonus advances. Up to 10,000 bonus. The spinner's lit. It's lit from 10,000 to 20,000 bonus. And a nice carom gets a bonus X, but then drains. But that's a nice ball one. Player 2 is going to be Christopher Smith. Chris is down here all the way from Brooklyn. So people from all over here in Texas. Nice rollover. And it looks like Chris was attempting the alley pass as well. Can't quite find the spinner shot. Well, that's another way to get up top.
Good morning,
Oh, gets an in lane. That's great. Now he's completed the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That gives you some Phoenix letters, but you don't really worry about them unless you get really far up there. So I think he just grazed that target. Now, unfortunately, he got the 20,000 bonus while the spinner was still spinning. But that's a great ball for Chris, 82,000. Donovan plunges his ball, gets the 5. You notice that spots you both the 1 and the 5. And look at that, all the way through one set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s. About to get another set. That's a 2x multiplier. Missed the spinner shot and paid for it. Now it's Kevin Stone's turn. Oh, that looked dangerous, but it chose the in lane. And good patience, bounces it over to the left flipper.
Demolition Man. Stephanie Howe. If you are in the area, you are up on Demolition Man.
And there's a juicy spin. On the right flipper. Looks like he's just trying to backhand it up top. Great ball from Kevin. So Kevin's in the lead going in the ball too. Beautiful alley pass back up top. But the sling is not helpful, and that's it for Jermaine's ball too. Oh, man. House ball for Chris Smith. Look at that. Oh, quick work with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Donovan. But can't quite cash in. So once you start getting a few Phoenix letters over there, maybe that left target starts to become worthwhile to shoot at. So Kevin's going to extend his lead, not by much. So no one really did a whole lot on ball 2, so it's going into ball 3. Kevin's still in the lead. The other three players are about 80,000 and 90,000 points. This. Jermaine alley passing back and forth. He just wants those bonus advances. Oh, and finally he flubs one. So Jermaine is going to finish this game with 91,000. Now Chris wants to at least get a nice buffer away from Donovan. Put some points on the board. He's trying to get that 4. I like that backhand all the way up through the 5. But then it rattles into the right out lane. So Chris is going to finish with 127,000. Donovan's going to catch Jermaine just on the plunge here, probably. Oh, I think he got a Phoenix hit there. I'm actually curious what the values of the Phoenix letters are as it goes up, as you spell Phoenix. Maybe someone in chat could let me know. I mean, look at that. He's all the way up to 152,000. And he's got about 7,000 in bonus. 2x bonus, 14,000. He has this. He just doesn't tilt. And he wisely doesn't shake it there. And now he puts the pressure back onto Kevin Stone. So no bonus carryover in this game, but your Phoenix letters do carry over. So Kevin has to do a little bit of work here. 4,000 in bonus. This is the point where you start counting the bonus lights, seeing how many more random hits of things you need, and that might just do it there. Nice job to Kevin Stone. Kevin will get 4 points, Donovan will get 2 points, Chris Smith will get 1 point, and Jermaine with 0 points, and we're going to go to game 2. Looks like the other games are finishing up too. Jermaine just shook his fist at me, ruining the day he had to play Phoenix. All right, we're gonna move the rig over. Thank you all for tuning in to the Classics Finals here at the Texas Pinball Festival 2019. Oh, we have the chat. Chat is jonesing for some Lancers and Heatwave. I would love to get that on stream. Looks like we're moving. Let's see what game we're on here. Some more 8-ball. The names are wrong. Looks like my mouse just died here. Fix this. All right, Phil with the last minute assist there. Had to give me a new battery for the mouse, but we're good. I think this is actually the end of the previous game for Pinball Deluxe. Yeah, there we go. These are the correct names. So this is Jason. And yeah, it looks like Jeff Teolis put up a monster score, 1.2 million. So Jason looks like he's going to salvage at least 2 points here. Now he's eyeing that monster 1.2 million score, has to go the distance. Doesn't look like he has any multipliers yet. Rough bounce there. And a great effort from Jason, but what a game from Jeff Teolis there. 1.2 million for 4 points. Jason's going to get 2 points. And Sebastian with 1 point. Imagine the camera's going to stay here. We're going to hop back over to the other group for game 2 with Jermaine, Donovan, Kevin Stone, and Chris Smith.
F14 pound pad is now back in action. You can sit in the queue for F14 pound pad.
Shout-outs to the techs working hard here, keeping F14 running. So maybe we'll have that on stream later for the Wizards finals. That'd be fun. Okay, we're getting started here. Game 2 of round 2, Pinball Deluxe. Kevin Stone is going to be player one in this game. Oh, and rough ball there. Just takes an odd carom. And couldn't quite get some wood on it. Oh man, 8-ball is not being friendly right now. But I think just by the fact that he went out the out lane, he is in about 20,000 ahead right now. Now it's Chris Smith. At least he gets some flips at it, but not much there either. So Jermaine. He needs to make a move now after he got last place on Phoenix. There you go. Some nice bumper love, gets the A and B right off the bat. And he is all about the shatzing right now. Oh, just gets the rollover, gets it twice. That's nice. Looks like Jermaine just wants that left orbit all day right now. Having trouble finding the shot cleanly though. He pays for it that time. But that's enough to put him in the lead in ball one. Going into ball two, Kevin gets a nice in lane there. Looks like he's gonna try the same strategy. Gets a few drops down, but then it bounces over into the left out lane. Man, 8-ball. Just eating people alive right now. So Chris is opting to aim for those targets directly. Gets an orbit there. manages to pick off one multiplier. Drains immediately, but that's going to give him a nice amount of points, up to 215,000. And wow. Unlucky house ball for Jermaine. Going into ball 3, it's still anyone's game. This game can be explosive, just one good ball. And really rack up the points. So looks like Kevin, is he going to try the rolling backhand here? Is that what he's trying to do? Or is he just trying to post transfer? Take a moment, think about it. Guess he didn't like what he just saw. Or it doesn't. Uh-oh. Almost flubs it. Stays alive, though. Oh, I think he tilted. A little too much mustard. I'm curious what he was attempting there. I guess he was trying to do a rolling backhand, but maybe it didn't roll up enough on the flipper. Didn't like what he saw. Donovan gets a bonus collect. Not much there, but I'll take it. And with these scores, just put whatever you can on the board. That's going to put him up at about 330,000. So Chris looks like he has about 6 balls already. Maybe, oh no. Oh no. I was wondering if he would aim for a multiplier, but the game didn't even give him a chance. Now Jermaine wants to make something happen on his ball 3. Good dead bounce there. Orbit. Oh no, and those drop targets have been deadly. So Donovan's gonna win that game. He's going to jump up to 6 points. Let's see the brackets. Looks like the other groups are just finishing up. Yeah, no, because I just fixed it again. All right, while we're waiting for the next round, you can check out. All right, looks like we're moving. Where to? I don't know. Oh, looks like we're going to Viking. So this should be fun. I really like Viking. It's a cool game. It has the interesting out lane area where you can save the ball, and it makes for some exciting plays.
I'm gonna try and find another some more commentators.
Yeah, no problem. So the room is a little bit tight here in the tournament area. Have to squeeze a little bit. Get a little cozy. So I did just ask, we will be streaming the Wizards finals later today, and the women's finals will be tomorrow on Sunday. So be sure to tune in for all of that. So yeah, the Classics tournament was unlimited qualifying, but the Wizards tournament was limited qualifying. You only have 20, 20 tries overall. So it really changes your strategy a little bit. You really have to make your games count. You don't have a lot of time to get a feel for certain games. If you're not feeling it, you just got to move on. Play the games you know you can get a decent score on. And in the Wizards Bank, we have a really cool lineup. There's F-14, Alien Poker, Meteor, High Speed, Circus Voltaire, X-Men, Ellie, Iron Maiden Premium, Cleopatra, the EM version, Mars Trek, Gottlieb Atlantis, and Team 1. So a really cool lineup, and you are required to play at least 2 games from each era. So 2 DMD games, 2 solid state games, 2 EM games. And then you have 2 extra of any era that you can play. So 8 total games out of, I believe, 12. let's give a shout out to our sponsors, Joystick Classic Games and Pinball, Blake Demesnol Designs. Thank you for helping us out here today, sponsoring us. I think we're still waiting for one group to finish up, and then we'll get to the next round.
I'm on 11 to 1 is official. If you need to take a break, get lunch, something, I'm doing it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't want to leave you out to dry.
We have one parent child, and he should have 2 plays left for lunch. He played twice last night.
Do you want these plugged in somewhere? We have to go find get our tickets.
About 4 of each. We have one. He has 2 left at the individual. We have one parent child.
Dean St. John, Mark Gunter, John Stewart.
Scorekeeping? You signed up to scorekeep? You are signed up to scorekeep right now? I am. Oh wait, that's Friday. Yeah. Wrong day.
I think I only signed up for yesterday.
Yeah, you're right, you're right.
Sorry about that.
Not mobile friendly, so 11 to 1. Next day, Randy. Do you have a printout of our? Oh, sorry, Mark. Wrong day. You're good. We're missing volunteers for scorekeepers right now. I'll let you get that. From 11 to. Oh, there's Larry.
All right, thanks for bearing with us. Finally getting over to Viking. Apparently this is only a 3-player game of Viking. I'm not sure if they're having issues with player 4 score and they're going to play that separately, but I guess we'll see. In any case, so in Viking, what do you want to do? You want to get these targets down over here to get your bonus multipliers up, build your bonus up. Another strategy you can do is to just hit the spinner if you need some quick points. That spinner builds up in value and times out, so you need to hit it quickly and repeatedly, and you can get some good points there. And we see, I think this is Jermaine, going for the spinner. A nice save there. You see that interesting outlane configuration. There's a gate and some rubber at the bottom that you can save the ball. All right. Yeah, so I just got confirmation from Colin that the player 4 score display is flaking in and out. Okay, so I think this is Chris Smith. So just going for the spinner here. And you can see it timing out there. Will he save this? He does. Nice nudge there. And that spinner does build your bonus too, so that's a nice way to get some bonus points on the board. Now will he aim? He's just going to keep going spinner. Nice nudge again. And oh, they're playing two-player. Thank you, chat. Yeah, sorry, I'm hopping in and out of the booth as well. Trying to help move the rig around. So now this is Jermaine, correct? Yeah. Okay. Nice bounce there. Oh, what a hard bounce to react to there, just between the flippers. So it looks like Jermaine's going to finish with 399. So the other interesting feature on this game is there is a bonus collect in this saucer up here. If you can complete the A and D, or I'm sorry, the A and B, and that saucer will start flashing, and you can shoot it up the right into the saucer and collect your multiply bonus, and that can be pretty huge. So now this is Donovan, correct? Yeah. Oh, it takes a little bit of a power out lane, and he can't quite get a handle on it fast enough to save that ball through these gates here. So it looks like Donovan finished with about 265,000. Now we'll be getting to players 3 and 4, Chris Smith and Kevin Stone. Thank you, Gamago, for putting the scores in chat. So this is Chris Smith. Oh man, that bumper. A good reaction speed. Will he save it? He does. Uh-oh. So you can see lots of the players going for the spinner. I think this is a good match play strategy, get some points on the board. Nice nudge again. Some real nice rubber on those outlane posts there. And the tilt is forgiving enough that you can generally save the ball as long as it's coming down reasonably. Now he's going to switch it up to multipliers. He has some bonus in the bank. Oh, nice reaction there. Keep that ball in play on the second chance. Nice ball for Chris Smith. Yes, the inline drops advance your bonus X. So yeah, player 2 is just the plunge. Again, we're only playing players 1 and 3 on this game here because of the score issues, the score display issues. So player 1 is Christopher Smith and player 3 is Kevin Stone. One multiplier. There's the second drop. Here we go. He's focusing on those drops right now. Bounces it over. Can't quite get the ball up there that time. Oh, he almost, he does. The bumper sends him in. There's a bonus collect. And especially with that multiplier, that starts to be pretty beefy. Oh, he almost backhands it up there. Holy cow. Oh, no. Oh, he can't quite save it. So this is plunge off ghost player. We're going to go back to player 1, Chris Smith. Chris was just wailing on that spinner, and if that's a safe feed and you feel comfortable, that's a good way to get points on this game as well. That spinner builds up in value as you spin it, and if you can keep spinning it, it will keep that high value. You see it flashing right there. It was about the timeout, but he hit it again. Oh, wow. Gets some rubber on that ball. Keeps it in play. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Third time's a charm, but Final Destination can't escape that one. So now we're back to Kevin Stone. Uh-oh, saves that one. Oh, and he just finishes shy of Chris Smith. Oh, that was only ball 2, excuse me. Yeah, so I do believe if someone could post the player one and player 2 scores in chat for Jermaine and Donovan again. I believe Donovan finished with 360. Oh, Jermaine, I'm sorry. Jermaine finished with 399,000. Donovan finished with 265,000. Nice nudges there. Look at that save. But he ends up tilting because of it. That's enough to put him in first place for now. So Kevin will hopefully catch Jermaine if I don't jinx him. Now he needs about 20,000 to catch up with Chris Smith to win this game. He's going to let that tilt pop settle down a little bit. Spinner up there. And with that, he is going to win this game. Great job, Kevin Stone. So it looks like Kevin and Donovan are going to advance out of that group. In the other groups, we have Bob Matthews and Ryan Wagner moving on. Jeff Teolis and Jason Werdrick moving on. Michael Ridgway and Steve Bowden. And we're going to be getting to the semifinals here shortly.
Classic semifinals will now begin. Classic semifinals. Please report to the classic pin area. We'll do the game assignments over by the time. Classic semifinals. Report to the pin area. And we will do the game assignments there. Jeff, Ryan, Donovan, Bob, and Steve, and Mike, and some of the other guys.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. We're getting into the semifinals of the Classics tournament here at Texas Pinball Festival 2019. There have been some great playing games here. Hopefully we'll get some of the other classics for you on stream. On a side note, there's in the Wizards Bank, there's a Circus Voltaire, and this is the first time I've seen Circus Voltaire with the color DMD, and it looks really cool on that game. So the groups are picking their games. You know, I'm going to try to get this rig on Heatwave. Oh no, someone already moved it. I'm sorry. Well, you know, maybe not. Hold on. All right, looks like we're going to follow the top seed group on 8-Ball Deluxe. So, got a good group of players here. Jeff Teolis, Bob Matthews, Dino and Ryan Wagner. So it looks like Jeff's going to be player one. Looks like he was aiming for those targets directly, but bounces off the top of the sling out the right. Bob Matthews stepping up. Uh-oh, gets the tip of the flipper on that ball, keeps it in play. And nice patience into the left orbit. That left orbit builds in value. Joining me again is Phil.
How's it going, everybody? Wow, nasty out lane drain. So bring me up to speed here. What's happening?
We're just getting into the semifinals here with this group of killers.
Wow, this is a who's who.
Yeah.
This is game one.
This is game one, and we're going to do with Donovan's ball here.
Yeah, I always do good. Whenever I play his name, I all set my ball one game prediction and stuff.
Yikes.
And that's why you don't use that upper flipper. Or at least a lot of people don't like to. It puts a lot of side-to-side motion, gets the ball out of control.
Now this is player 4, Ryan Wanger. Thank you for correcting the chat.
Ryan's out of Colorado. He lovingly supplies the community with LEDs for their games. Nice little dig. Nothing to do about that one.
That's a nice ball one, though. I'll take that.
Oh, absolutely. Jeff Tiola steps up now for his ball 2.
Now this is on the setting where this
Oh no.
a little house ball there, where the C and D in lanes spot together. Like you get one and it gives you the other, or do you have to get the C and D separately?
I think you have to get them separately.
Okay.
Have you observed otherwise?
Well, let's see.
Ooh, that was fast.
Oh, see,
Nice
they-
little nudge.
They spotted together.
They spotted them together. That's interesting. 8-Ball Deluxe was not actually scheduled to be in the tournament. It replaced Joker Poker because Joker Poker just did not want to play.
It's a bummer.
Right. Like that is the themed game of the show. The entire Texas Pinball Festival each year they choose a theme. It's generally based off of a game. Last year they actually had a custom game made. This year it was Joker Poker. You can even see on the stream we had the Joker Poker art in the corner. That's all about. Unfortunately, our tournament game just didn't work out. So now we're on Donovan. Donovan's making good progress on his rack. Got his 8-ball lit. But he's going to shoot for the orbit. Probably a safe strategy. But he's not afraid to take a shot with that upper flipper.
He's just gunning for those.
He wants that 8 ball.
That 8 ball, yeah.
Oh,
Oh no.
and he's punished it for it. Ends up with 435, so he was rewarded for his efforts.
So Ryan got one multiplier down. Gonna go for that 8 ball. Goes to in. Oh, it doesn't. It just leaks out. Now we're in the ball 3.
Nobody has as big of a lead as they need to really have locked this game in. 8 ball deluxe, you can certainly rack up a ton of points on one ball. Not quite sure what. Oh, he tilted.
Yeah. Didn't even look like he made that big of a move, but
I thought something else happened. I was worried the flippers died or something.
I think that was even way back when he flailed it back up from the tip of the flipper here. It went all. He made a nice shot on the fly to the orbit, but I think that's when he tilted.
Oh dear. Most of these games are equipped with earbuds to prevent the tilt bob from swinging for days, but this one is not, so I expect we'll see a little bit of a wait. Bob says none of that. Bob Matthews is one of the world's leading experts of classic machines.
Definitely a classics master.
Absolutely. Oh no. Wasn't kind to him today, at least on this game. But that's good for a point. Yeah, Bob is the author of the EM Cyclopedia, which is an absolutely wonderful resource if you're ever going to Pinburg and you're going to have to play a bunch of EMs that you've never played before.
Yeah, I have that bookmarked on my phone.
Right?
Bring it with me to every tournament.
It goes into amazing detail on the subtleties of all the rules of these games. It's quite amazing. Shoots the outlane with that upper flipper. But
Those multipliers.
got still good.
Quite a bit of bonus there. And even Ryan here has a bunch of balls racked up, so he could just try to get a multiplier or two. Or he
Right.
might go for the 8 ball.
Donovan left the door open. Oh, and a
no.
nasty outlane.
Nice job to Donovan. Going to take that round. Ryan will take second. Bob Matthews in third.
So I'll go make sure the camera gets switched over to Viking, which I believe is their next game.
Cool. Shout outs to Phil. Doing like 10 different things at once. You know, I have to change this to the semifinals. There we go. right, looks like we're all set up. Let's hop on over to Viking. So again, these will be 2-player games played separately because of the score issues on player 4. So this will be, player 1 will be Donovan, and then player 2 here will be Ryan. So Donovan just going straight for that spinner. Get some points.
Tell me about Viking. How do you play Viking?
Well, one strategy here is just rip the spinner. That spinner builds in value if you can keep hitting it. It resets on a timer, so you want to keep hitting it once you build that value up. That also builds your bonus, which once you get some bonus, you want to hit these drop targets on the left side to get your bonus multipliers. And lastly, there is a bonus collect up here when this saucer is lit. So if you get a beefy bonus, you want to try to collect that. That does collect multiplied. So huge points there if you can do that.
All right, then.
And it has this cool outlane configuration. But that was Ghost Player 2 with a sweet save.
Skillful save by the Ghost player.
So now this is our actual player 2, Ryan.
Tournament duties.
All right, see you, Phil.
I think you're this one.
Oh, okay, we're back. All right, so we see lots of these players just going for the spinner off the bat. It's good to get some bonus and some points on the board. Whoa, crazy backhand there. Gets one multiplier, I believe. I think that registered? Or maybe he got bally bricked.
Right, these bally drop targets are notorious for not dropping if you hit them perfectly.
Nice drop catch there. More spinner action. Yes, I believe that the 50K UFO target is disabled on here.
That was a nice little outlane save using that little bumper. See if he can do it a second time. And he does.
It's pretty friendly if you get just a nice feed from the outlane. It's when it's a little swirly down the outlane that it's tough to save. So both players pretty close together after ball 1.
So they're playing this as a 2-player game, I'm assuming to avoid tilt-through issues. Or is it because player 4 display is out?
Yeah, the display is having issues, so they are playing. Players 1 and 3 and players 2 and 4 are just plunge offs. So let's see if the Ghost player can make another amazing save. Some other random rules on this game that are kind of useless but interesting is there's this drop target bank here that builds in value when you complete it. And if you complete it in order, you actually get 10 times the value, as you can see right here. Not something you really care about, but it's there, I guess.
What's the point potential on that?
I do think it builds up to 10,000. So 10 times 10,000, it could be 100,000 points there. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Not worth it.
Yeah, not worth it at all.
With all the other points that are available on this, nuh-uh. Let's see what Ghost Player can do this time. No amazing saves.
All right, this is going to be Ryan stepping up here. Yeah, it seems like most players have been content to go with the spinner all day here. I guess the feed from the drops hasn't been nice to everyone.
Seems like a dangerous shot, though.
Oh, look
Oh
at that.
my
Power
goodness.
outlane save. I think maybe players want to get some bonus on the board with the spinner too before they hit those inline drops.
Right. Now, is there a super bonus, like a lot of valleys from this era that carries over ball to ball?
Yes, I believe there is a super bonus here if you get up to 30,000. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's a setting.
That could be especially lucrative if you can get that on.
So we do see it flashing now, I think. So fortunately, it does seem like the bonus lights are a little flaky on this machine.
Not uncommon with games of this vintage. Those old lamp sockets get all flaky. Wow.
Oh, save it, save it. No.
That pop bumper just rocketed it over to the out lane.
So now we're going back to Donovan.
I think he didn't catch the spinner.
Yeah. Didn't spin at all.
There we go. Nice little bump. Oh,
a
but
little
he
too much.
tilted it.
I don't think he needed quite that much force on it.
You never know. If the ball didn't have that much momentum going out there, he probably thought he needed to give it a strong nudge. Too much, though. The Viking that they have at Pinburg, at least, they totally remove the rubbers on those little posts in the out lane, so you cannot, at least I've never seen anybody do it successfully, nudge that ball back into play. So Ryan's probably feeling pretty good right now. He's got at least a point on the board. That pop bumper just punishes him. Dunks it into the out lane.
So if someone could put those scores in chat for us so we can remember, Ryan had about 484,000. Donovan, 146,000. Now we'll be going to players 3 and 4, Bob Matthews and Jeff Teolis.
Did you get to put any games in on these classics?
I did quite a few. I didn't do very well, but it was a lot of fun.
Did you play this Viking at all?
I did play this Viking, and I did notice, the feed when hitting these drops was not friendly to me as well. So that might be why you see a lot of these players going straight for the spinner.
It looks like it wants to hit that pop bumper as it comes back out, and that can be dangerous. Or hit the top of that sling. Sometimes it'll just feed really nicely to the left flipper, and you can catch it, and then tap pass it over or something like that.
And this spinner has been pretty friendly as well. It's juiced, and in a lot of Vikings, if you hit the spinner, sometimes it just comes straight down the middle. That feed isn't very nice, but I haven't seen a lot of that on this particular Viking. Not a lot of center drains like that.
Here we go, Bob Matthews. Bob's the kind of player who likes to play on the fly a lot. He's not the type that'll trap up and get control, but he plays with an incredible amount of precision.
I tried to nudge it in, but just couldn't quite get it in. All right, this is the Ghost player. Oh, maybe they're actually just playing a two-player game here. Okay, hopefully player 2's score display is okay.
This is interesting. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, because they were playing player 1 and 3 earlier, but maybe player 2 is fine as well.
I guess if they're not too worried about tilt-throughs, I would kind of be worried on this game because there is a tendency for players to try and shake that ball out of the out lane because you have that opportunity. I've actually, now that I think about it, I have tilted through on this very machine before.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
So that makes more sense why they were playing players 1 and 3 then. Oh, can you get a bumper into the bonus collect? No, not quite. There's a bonus collect.
very good for Bob.
I'm all out of tickets, so if you need a little help, I'll be around.
Whenever you're ready, man.
Yeah.
You want to jump in now? Yeah. Give me like 2 seconds.
Looks like we're going to hop off, change commentators.
Yep, I'm going to do what I should be doing, which is tournament directing, which I'm kind of doing as I'm watching this. I can watch the game, but plenty of things to do. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. I'm going to switch it over to Levy Naiman, one of my favorite commentators, and I'll be back at some point in time.
Thanks, Phil. All right, this is Mike Welsh, and joining me is Levy.
Hey, Mike Welsh.
How's it going?
Oh, it's going great. Just boomed demo time on my last ticket, and
There you
now
go.
I'm here to watch this awesome pinball action with you. So we got Viking up, huh?
Yeah. What did you play this Viking?
I did. This kind of falls in the Mata Hari series of games that are all kind of the same. Basically, it seems like you want to go spinner and drop targets on the left.
Right.
And I think you'll see a lot of guys boing, adapt that spinner, chicken dinner.
Yeah, we've been seeing all the players go straight for that spinner.
Oh, that's not going to work.
No up there. That's a nice game for Bob Matthews.
So that was ball 3 there.
Yeah, that was. Oh no, this is only ball 2.
And it looks like we're doing the 2 and 4, the two-player anti tilt through strat that you see a lot. Either that or there's a bad display. Sorry, I woke up late and was eating barbecue because I did not qualify for classics. All right, so here we go. This is player 4, Jeff Teolis, on ball 2. Let's see what the wily Canadian can pull out of his hat. His toque, I'm sorry. Boom, nails that spinner. Boom, nails it again, kind of. Oh, that was close, but he tipped it over. Very nice pass over. Nice, solid spinner hit. Wouldn't call it a rip. Oh, that was a nice one. And it's in the hole. What that does, I'm not sure. It looks like it's a bonus advance. And it looks like I'm being joined by... No, I'm not. Colin wandered over here, but he's just doing official tournament direct. Oh, he nails that spinner. Look at that thing go. That was beautiful. And you see, he's really building up his bonus here. Teolis is getting into... Oh, another spinner rip. Woo! And as you can see, that kind of... it's getting him in the bone zone, so at some point he might want to consider going for those... Boom, another spinner rip. He might want to get that... oh, and then there's that mystery hole up there. Sometimes it kicks it up, sometimes it kicks it down, I think, a la Flash Gordon. It certainly induces kicker-induced mayhem. Oh, yeah, that was a close one. And he's just going all spinner all day, and why not? It seems to be working for him. But again, he's definitely in the bone zone. Oh, that was nice. He doesn't tilt. I think he might want to start going for those. Nope, he's still fixated on that spinner, like a Labrador after a fallen duck. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. Oh, there he goes. He goes for the drops. Oh, here it goes. Oh, another save. You see those taken out a lot in tournaments, but I like that they left him in here. Did he get that one down? I think he did, yeah. So he's building up his bonus X. He's definitely switching his strategy now. I think you're going to see him go right flipper drop targets till the end of time. Another nice spinner rip. Oh, it kisses it and knocks it down. He hit it and it felt like a kiss. And if he gets all those drops, oh, that was a bad one, right into the sling. A little late there, Jeff. But if he knocks all those drops down, I think you'll see a stand-up target behind that that's fairly lucrative and worth some points. Man, this is hot pinball action. All right, that one's not coming back. He doesn't go too hard because he doesn't want to tilt. That's going to be a pretty big bonus. And, wow, he's all the way up to 400? 387. 387 on an MFN Viking. And Bob Matthews, completely unfazed and with 600,000 points. Wow. That's what I like to see out of Bob. Bob, a classic himself, recently won the Index Classics in California. One of the longest tenured of our tournament players. And living proof that if you just stay with it, your skills will not diminish significantly. Nice spinner rip. You gotta wonder how many times has Bob Matthews ripped the spinner on Viking over the years? Since the Carter administration. How long has he been ripping that shot? We may never know. Because that was a tough one. But he's going to go into ball 3 with a very nice lead, over 200,000. Sorry, over 300,000. Just about 300,000. Math is not my forte, ladies and gentlemen. But it looks like we got some Teolis coming up. And let's see what he can pull off. Rick Prince wandering into our camera there. The wily New Jersey. And everybody's wily until somebody sends me a thesaurus. All right. Jeff's taking his time. Perhaps checking hockey scores.
I'll bring the switch case out, okay?
Seeing as how he's Canadian. I'm going to see if I can wave somebody else in here to help me out in the booth. As much as I love monopolizing the mic, it's always nice to get a little assist. Okay. Has Jeff Teolis plunged yet? Yes, he has. He plunges the ball. And it's in the mystery hole. I don't know what that does. It looks like it just kind of gooses your bone a little bit. A little bone goosing. And I think, if I'm him, honestly, you're so far behind at this point. Spinner, drop targets, really doesn't matter because you're going to need both. But I see he's just, you want to get in that. Oh, boy. And that's the match. Gave it a nice shot, but it's not coming back. And Bob Matthews wins that match. All right. Now, again, scores are not exactly my forte either, so let's see what we got. That'll be, well, we'll see how this all shakes out. You know, I don't do this often, but if someone in the chat wants to tell me what the scoring actually is after that match, I would be happy to announce it. Puerto Rico, I'm sorry, Pure Retro Colorado says Bob, Jeff, Ryan, Dino. I'm not sure what that means exactly. Let's see if I can switch some games around. There's a stream deck here. Let me call for some professional help. Hey, Phil. All right, Phil, who has created this awesome rig. You're seeing the rolling rigs now taking over the sport. Oh, there it goes. Wow, this is cool. Rolling rig cam. And he's rolling over to Jungle Lord, a game I don't know anything about except that it kills me every time I play it once a year at Pinball. Also played it once, maybe yesterday. The lines were so insane for this Classics tournament, people. I know you've heard about it. I know you've heard the legends, but it is really long lines at this Classics. I think when I played Jungle Lord, I was like 18th in the queue, and then my ball lasted about 30 seconds. From what I gather, it's kind of your Black Knight-y, kind of, you know, how they made a few of these. Down low, you shoot those drop targets. I think will give you your Magna saves. And then up top, there's some malarkey with a like bagatelle game, and I think if you kind of get all those bagatelles big gun style, it will light your 2-ball multi-ball. Yeah, see, shooting that little pocket there is going to give you those. Oh, Mike Welsh is back. Thank God. Thank God,
Hey.
Mike's back.
Sorry, I didn't want to leave you hanging.
To provide a little order to this cast.
Oh, our
we're
Jungle
doing-
Lord.
Yeah, we're doing pretty well here. Is this the same group now that's playing? Donovan,
Let's
Ryan, Bob?
oh boy. This mouse needs new batteries.
Oh, we have a battery emergency. I'm going to see if I can tell who's playing by just looking over there.
Okay, we got it.
We are in the press box, but it provides us with a very good view of the players. All right, it's going up top. Oh, and he drains.
All right, so we should have the updated players on there. So this is player 2, Jeff Teolis, right? Yeah. Oh.
Mike Welch tells me we're back in the tube. And who's stepping up now?
I believe this is Jeff.
And we believe this is Jeff Teolis. Judging by the wait for the plunge, Jeff is a plunge waiter, as I can tell. All right, this kind of starts, you shoot that little middle drop target, the other ones come up. That's a nice little bump there. If he can hit those drops on the left, which I don't think he's going to try for, he'll light his Magna save. But these are so dangerous, those shots. And the Magna save is, Magna save roulette is not exactly a guaranteed save. So
it's a really interesting Magna save too. It kind of like pulls the ball. It's not like the other Magna saves where it like grabs it and pulls it.
This is like the Grand Lizard one where it's just kind of Magna power, and
Right.
maybe you save it, maybe it
pray.
comes in. And you have a little meter, right? You have a little Magna meter.
It's actually these little red lights here.
Oh, so he does
That's how
have
many,
Magna save.
yeah, that's how many Magnus power saves he has.
So he's got like one pulse per side right now.
And there are 2 extra flipper buttons to operate those Magna saves. And I believe each time you hit a drop target on the left or right, it gives you one of those.
Oh, so you don't
red
have to
lights.
knock the whole bank down.
No, not the whole
Oh, there
bank.
goes. You see that little pulse
Oh,
there?
look at that.
I'd say that probably saved him, but it didn't not save him. Oh, and it looks like he's got a multi-ball lid, or what is that little green thing on the
So
left?
that advances the bonus multiplier. That you can shoot in there. That's
okay.
like if you combo it from an in lane.
Sure. Is bone kind of valuable here? I see. It lights that combo. That's kind of neat. You don't see too many kind of lit combo shots in games this old.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool game. Lots of interesting stuff going on.
Back up top, he's really good at that. If you can't get that ball back up top on these 2 levels, you're probably not gonna do very well. So I guess that's going to be the key here going forward.
Yeah, getting it up top, you're always safe up there.
It's in a
And
little.
This is going to do the pachinko. You want to spell Lord.
Now, is that all luck, or can you move those a la big guns? I think it's all luck.
It's all luck.
Wow.
So that's luck if you get it up there. But you can also spot a letter by completing the drop target banks.
Oh, I didn't know
as
that.
you mentioned earlier.
So completing those drop targets, well, I thought that gave you Magna saves, but completing those banks will get you closer to a multi-ball.
Yes, but it's timed very quickly, so
Sure.
it's quite difficult. But yeah, you want to play the pachinko, get 2 or 3 letters, and then complete a bank to actually get the multi-ball usually.
So he might want to go for that. No, he's not interested. Oh, and he ricochets into it, and I think it did spot him a letter. Oh, it doesn't look like it did. Or maybe, yeah, on the far left, it spotted him his letter. I'm going to guess that says Lord with 2
Yes, it
D's
says
or something.
Lord.
Okay, that's the end of his ball. So how are we doing here? Is this, we're doing the 2-player thing? No, this is a 4-player game.
This is a 4-player game, I believe.
All right, so that was Jeff, and this is going to be Donovan from Colorado stepping up. That looks like Donovan's hairline in the reflection. People going for this kind of soft-ish plunge, I guess, to either take a whack at it or pass it over on the plunge. These games are all kind of the same up top. This one's got a little Medusa thrown in, I think. All right, whacking at the drops. I don't know what that does exactly. I'm guessing builds your bone and maybe gets those holes to do something.
Yeah, they build in value. Eventually it starts like a double trouble mode where it's timed. They start flashing.
Ah, is that an endless ball mode? Oh, I'm not sure if that was a good move or just a little luck. But
So since he
either way, we'll
comboed,
take
it has the red arrow flashing, he's going to get two pops.
Oh, okay. Let's hope it.
But the first one was
Did they go down?
nothing. There's like a gutter on the end where you can get nothing.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Really?
Yeah.
Wow. All right, but at least you got one. How do you get that double trouble again?
I think it's like the 4th stage of the drop, so...
So those drops up top
Yeah.
light them. Okay. A couple failed attempts to go up top. Failure to launch. Going for those drops. I like it. Let's take some chances here, people. And he's about to take the lead, too, on ball 1. So, pretty profitable first ball for the Colorado-ian. Oh, another in lane. I guess he's giving it a little bump there. I don't really want to give him any credit and say it's luck, but it looks like there's a tiny little... Also, with these rolling rigs, you don't see the movement as much as you used to when these things were, like, clamped onto the games.
Yeah.
Because they are completely separate. Yet one. Mike.
Yep.
Okay, and there goes... Oh, backhands it up there. A move some dare not try. But this guy's fearless. Oh, here it goes, and he goes to
There
that
you
gutter. Right?
Yeah, I
that
don't
was.
think... or maybe it went through the D and the D light's just out.
Oh, I'd like to think so. Either that or we got bad switch bonanza here. So that is not a gutter. That actually was a switch. It sure looks like.
I know. I do think there is a gutter on the right, but yeah, I thought
But
it.
that
went
one's
through
got a
the-
light.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there is a gutter plus the light. All right. Let's just assume that's lit. And even if it's not, okay, he drains. He doesn't tilt. Hopefully. And let's see what kind of bone he gets. This is not a very bony game, really. No, he got about 20,000 there, but doubling his nearest competitor, Jeff Teolis, and sets himself up pretty nicely for balls 2 and 3, I would say, Mike.
Now we got Ryan up.
Wow, he could not hit that drop target.
Another player from Colorado.
Let's see if he gets another shot. Oh, Ryan, the Comet Man.
Yeah, it starts with 1 drop target and then 2 and then 3.
And like a comet streaking through the sky, Ryan Wagner does hit his intended target, if comets had targets, and he knocks down that drop target. A lot of flipping for not a lot of profit, but he gets control, and let's see if he can get back up top, which would probably be his go-to. Oh, and he beefs off that right post. Does not pay a price for it, thank goodness. Picks up a couple pulses on his Magna save. Backhands that loop, which does nothing.
It actually does something. So it lights this drain shield here.
So
if
the ball will come back?
Yeah, the ball will come back if you.
For the rest of his ball?
Yeah, it actually carries over from ball to ball too, I believe.
It's gone now. So it must be on a hard setting or something. Right? It's gone.
It does alternate between the 2 outlanes, but I don't see it in the other outlane either.
That
So
light
maybe-
could be
Oh,
out.
there it
Yeah.
is,
So it's
Okay.
alternating probably,
Yeah.
and the right light is out. Even in tournaments, sometimes you get little balls not working. Little bulbs, I'm sorry. I would also like to applaud the tournament organizers on lack of LED abuse. Most of these older games appear to have incandescence or something that looks like them. Perhaps fine quality warm white LED balls purchased from Comet.
Yeah. Shout outs to Comet.
Free plug. And that's not because I'm trying to get you to sponsor New York City Pinball Championship, Ryan. Oh, and it goes into that not working light thing. We got to assume that's working
Yeah, I
and the
think
lights
that
out.
D should be lit now.
You know what? Next time I'm going to watch the scoreboard, and we'll see if it gets a point or something. All right, what's he doing here? I'm going to guess back up top. So he's in the bone zone. He's doing very well right now. Man, it really loves going over there. Is there any? Can you whack it around or something?
Yeah, you can nudge it.
Are
That's
people
pretty
doing
much
that?
all you can hope for.
This is trouble.
Oh,
nice.
nudging gets the in lane.
That was pretty.
So Spelling Lord is how you
This is
start
trouble.
the multi-ball in this game.
Yeah, but you know he might want to. If he really wants to do that, he might want to start going for drop targets because it just doesn't look like it's going to go anywhere but D. It loves the D, Mike. Oh, just all right. Drain
bad
off that
feed.
center. But let's see what kind of bone we get here. It's going to be, I don't
He
know,
does have
60,
3x
80.
multiplier.
Okay, gets him right back into it with the pack. And Bob Matthews playing from behind right now. Yep, that's Bob, all right. I turned to look at him. He's a very tall man.
Easy to spot, Bob.
And there he goes, getting through his drops already. That's good. And he traps up, gets up top. Oh, drop target. So people only seem to want that center ramp. I'm going to guess that's the safest, best way to get back up there. Oh, yeah.
Certainly the easiest shot, I think.
I actually don't think, oh, that's an unfortunate drain off of a missed ramp, I think. Or he was just trying to get control. Either way, Jeff Tiolo steps up with about half the score of the current leader.
So we have to keep in mind, since that D light is probably out, he probably has 3 letters up here. So he could be pretty close to a multi-ball.
That's a very good point, Mike. So, yeah, if he can get that O, he will have his O face on as he prepares to start a multi-ball, which I have no idea. You shoot one of those holes or something?
If you shoot one of those holes and you get the O, I believe it starts immediately. If you happen to get it from the drop targets, you have to shoot a hole to start it then.
One of our helpful, oh, that's unfortunate. One of our helpful Twitch commentators says that they did notice a score, so we're going to assume that that D is working. It's just not lighting up. Although we're never going to remember who's got it and who doesn't. I can tell you one thing. Ryan has it. He hit it like 4 times.
He has the D?
Yeah, he's definitely getting the D. All right, enough immature vowel-based jokes. Not vowel, that's a consonant. Oh, and that's not good. Rattles around there, comes back, and uneventfully cradles on the flipper. Oh, same right post. Oh, same one. He's not going to survive many more of those, Mike. Another beef. There it is. Oh,
It's
so
the
cruel.
underside of the flipper.
And you get nothing for the one-way U, I guess. It didn't light any balls.
Not unless the arrow is green.
Which will give you a bonus multiplier.
Yes.
We are learning how to play Jungle Lord. I'm not going to say this is the best game I ever played.
Oh, he gets the one. He gets the R. He already had it.
He's probably got that D. It always goes over there. There's got to be some way to kind of smack it or...
Do something.
Yeah, right? Voodoo chant. Kind of like, I don't know, transcendental meditation, some kind of telepathy to get that ball to go where he wants it to go.
Pray to the deity of your choice.
Yeah, he gets to go double D. Come on. Oh, no. High speed is down, ladies and gentlemen. High speed is down. We will keep you posted on the status of high speed, although it doesn't really pertain to these Classics finals. But people are now scrambling to get their final tickets in until, I think, 4 p.m. tonight for the main event, which we're going to be bringing to you on this awesome rig thrown together by Phil.
So that's another saucer that gives you a free pachinko.
Oh, and you know, oh boy, I was going to say, I don't know if he did anything there to manipulate it, but it did work it over to the left. But man, it just seems like it's going to be tough to get it to that L.
Yeah. So that's, you might consider actually going for the drop targets at some point. If you want a multi-ball, maybe you just want to keep it up top all day. That's one strategy.
Well, everybody wants to keep it up top. Easier said than done, my bearded friend. Looks like, okay, so who's this? This is Bob? No. This is...
This is Ryan.
Yeah, this is Ryan. And Dino added to his lead, sitting there with a pretty comfy 323, but anything can happen, especially if somebody manages to somehow start a multi-ball. That's it for that ball. Don't you think if you're close, you start to think drop target? Like, why not, right? Or is it just too dangerous? You know, you complete a bank and it'll give you that L, and then you're in multi-ball city, maybe.
Yeah, sure.
But so far, strategy that doesn't seem to have crossed anybody's mind. It's not time to panic, but, you know, if I'm Bob and I don't really have much going, well, again, that's not going to help him. He can polish off the R and the D, I think. Do a little R and D. Oh, nice. That's the kind of save that 45 years worth of pinball playing is going to get you. But that left drain is the kind of agony that 45 years of pinball will bring you time and time again. Bob told me once he's been playing since the Ford administration, not back to the Nixon years. I don't know if he was preoccupied by the drama, the constitutional crisis that was gripping the country at the time.
It's really great to hear Bob's stories about all the old days, and told me he played 8-ball in a tournament when it came out, you know.
Yeah, I wonder why he didn't try that Magna save, although it really rocketed out there. I mean, let's face it, you know, even a young man's reflexes are going to be tough to press that button when the ball's flying out like that. So Bob is, oh wow, Bob might escape with a point here. Yes, he will, as Jeff Teolis beefs hard. He gets 160 total. Bob Matthews breathes a sigh of relief knowing that he's escaping with a point. I think he won the last game too, so that should set him up pretty good. I'm not really hip to what the scoring is so much.
It is 4-2-1-0. So right now Bob is in the lead with 5 points.
Right, and every point here is going to, I mean, you don't want to take a 0. 1 point's going to set him up pretty nice for round 3. Thanks for that update, Mike. And here we go. It's time for some Donovan step action. I'm trying to put this one away. And, it's almost, he Magna's there. Definitely Magna's. And gets the ball back up. Just trying to pad his lead now. He's got to be feeling comfy, but, you know, you want to take those chances where you get them. Oh, another Magna. I like that he's just using them. You know, what the heck. Oh, boy, we've seen that before. That middle ramp.
Yeah, that reject from the middle ramp is scary.
Middle ramp giveth, and middle ramp taketh away. And, all right, so he's got 350. Ryan is already guaranteed of second place, so he's got to be feeling pretty good about that, especially since he got 3 points already. That'll keep him right in the mix to win this one, or at least advance the next round. But he's got 150 to go. Well, 130. Let's see if he can get back into this one as far as taking the lead. See if he can steal a lead. All right, let's see. Oh, no. You know, I guess he's too close to start playing risky. It feels like if you could get that multi-ball going, not only would it make for excellent television, it would guarantee him a win, I think. But he doesn't look interested. He's going to keep going up top and hope eventually. My broadcast partner, Mike, has just fled the booth as his number has come up to play a game of Atlantis. But since it's Atlantis, I think Mike will be back before too long. But I'll just handle this solo for now. If you guys can take some uncomfortable silences. All right, he's got all the Magna built up. He doesn't have a lot in bonus. He doesn't have anything going with his multi-ball. He's just going up top and hoping he can flop enough. And, you know, he's getting close. He's getting real close. He's about 50,000 short at this point. Oh, boy. Thought that was a can of worms, and I was wrong. Back up top. More drops. Oh, no, and it drains. I don't think that's going to do it. No! He gets second. And Donovan Stepp takes the win. What an action-filled game of Jungle Lord. Wow. I don't know about you, but I'm proud to have witnessed that. So basically, we're going to have a real close match going into Game 3. Unfortunately, I don't know how to work this tech, so, you know, I'm not going to be able to change really the scoring or anything of that nature. You're just going to have to imagine somebody's doing it. And when Mike comes back, I'll get him on it. But Phil, working independent of us, should move that, should roll that game over for us. If I can see him, I'll call him over. If any of you out there sees Phil on player cam, let me know.
Looking for someone, Levy? Can I track somebody down?
Yeah, just looking for Phil to change the rig for the next game. All right, thanks. Nice game, Ryan. Oh, Ryan clutching his hands. He knows how close it was. He could taste it. 30K, but that's pinball, folks. Hey, Ryan, you know what the next game is? Oh, there is no next game because that round is over, and Donovan and Bob advanced. That's why Ryan was so upset. That's too bad. That was a really good match. It looks like it was an 8-ball Viking and Jungle Lord. So we'll just take a little break, and we'll get over to the next relevant match. And I'm going to have a little water. So we will chat soon as we witness the Final Four. And I can't wait.
Test, test. Yep. Yeah. So we should just be getting into. We just finished the semifinals round. We'll be getting into the final round shortly here. And it's going to be Dino, Bob Matthews. Let's see if we get an update on the other group. They just finished their 8-ball deluxe game. So it's going to be Dino, Bob Matthews, Michael Ridgway, and Steve Bowden are your final four.
All right, that's an exciting Final Four. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about these guys. Is Mike a local?
You know, I don't know.
Are you a local?
I am not a local. I'm from San Diego.
Oh, okay,
so
I'm asking the wrong guy.
I'm meeting many of these awesome people for the first time.
But we've got 3 names you know and 1 you might not. Donovan, Steve Bowden, Bob Matthews, and Michael, the mystery man, Ridgway. And no offense to Mike, I'm just not familiar with him. But I'm guessing he's not a New York guy, and he's probably not a Northeast guy either.
So I think they're still picking their game here.
They are. Now, can you do the rig rolling if have to be?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So we're going to be covered for the rig, even if Phil does not turn up. And we're going to see soon which game they're picking.
No, they all wanted to like go take a leak and.
Okay. All right, our contestants are taking a brief pause to take care of various sundry matters, and we're going to get on for the final four. The game is not picked yet. Our group is set, and we will be back very shortly with the final four, and we can't wait to bring it to you.
Four players who have played excellent pinball thus far. We have from California, Michael Ridgway.
All right, we're getting into the final four.
From Colorado, Tito Donovan Stepp. Recently relocated to the great state of Texas from New Jersey, Mr. Stephen Loudon. And another Californian joining us here in
Something
Texas.
cool happened.
Longtime classics and pinball player Bob
It'll make a video
Matthews.
for the video.
Good luck,
Then load
gentlemen.
it, back
Mike
on the
was selected Phoenix
and then you
for the
can
first game.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. They're going to move the rig. I guess we have a game picked. You'll find out as soon as we do. Phil was also schooling us in the instant replay, so we might fiddle around with that and see if we can get something going. In other news, Michael Ridgway, I actually met him earlier. He's a guy from California who just started playing competitive pinball, and he finished 21st in one of the Indus Classics. So he's a very small card. So every one of these events is going to propel him further up the rankings. And it looks like we're playing Phoenix. Wow, this is a bad game. One of these kind of late 70s Williams with not a whole lot going on and some deadly drop targets on the side. I gotta be honest, I don't really know much about this game, but we're going to learn this one together. I think this is your kind of standard build up your bonus, light your spinner, get your bonus X game. There's not going to be a multi-ball. There's not going to be much of anything really, but I'm actually kind of excited to see it because
It is a game.
it is a pinball machine, yeah, and that's why we're here. And I don't really know it too well, so maybe we can learn something about this game.
So
Are
you'll
we doing practice, or is this? No, this is it.
I think this is it.
Yeah, we're not
getting-
talking about
getting right to
practice. All right, this is Mike, the aforementioned Michael Ridgway. I believe this is Mike. Yeah, qualifying 5th seed,
it. Very impressive.
and he's off to a nice start. You're not going to be able to move those either. This is before. Oh boy, that's your kind of standard Williams drain. That's not going to amount to much. Looks like 30,000 points. So wow, there's a lot of lanes up there.
Yeah, one, two, three, four, five. I believe the
Yeah.
1 and the 5 will spot together.
Oh,
so if you
that's
get one,
nice.
you get the other.
A little floaty, this one.
Very floaty, yes.
I guess that middle one, which is probably good. It's probably the one you want, since the other ones seem to be tied together. Oh boy, that's trouble. And wow, he's going to come away with far less. Is Bob Matthews than Michael Ridgway. And here comes Donovan's step. Donovan came all the way from Colorado to win this tournament. And he's not going down without a fight. I'll tell you that much. Mike Welsh.
Do you think he flew out, or did they all drive from Colorado?
Oh boy, I hope they didn't drive. Because, marijuana is legal now in Colorado. Oh boy, and that's
Man.
a drain.
Phoenix is just not being nice.
Wow. Let's see if these players can rise like a phoenix out of the wreckage of ball 1 and get something going. Looks like special awards 50K. That might be something you advance towards your drops. It looks like the special shot is that little kind of alley shot on the far left. So if we see that thing get lit up, it definitely looks like it would be prudent to shoot and get more in one shot than anybody has so far in ball 1.
So when you complete the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're going to get Phoenix letters that build up the value on the left. I believe one of them is extra ball, which might be worth 25K, and then special later on, I think, with
Interesting.
the X.
So your Phoenix letters get you towards the special.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea how to light the spinner?
Oh, so the spinner is lit when your bonus is from 10,000 to 20,000.
It's kind of your Gorgar thing, where Gorgar, Phoenix giveth, Phoenix taketh away. Not a huge fan of those. You saw that on a lot of those 70s Bally games. Mars Trek does it, just your extra ball's lit, and then it's not. Harry Williams, famed pinball designer, his number one credo in pinball design was do not offer the player something and not give them a chance to get it.
And then take it away, yeah.
Yeah, so
It's
Phoenix
very
does
annoying.
violate that rule, but if you get that spinner, go for it, because these games, 1,000 to spend,
For sure.
can give you more than Bob or Donovan managed to get in their first ball. All right, Steve Bowden, the Texian via New Jersey, move down here to be part of the fabulous deep root. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah, those slings are just being brutal.
Yeah, the outlanes are big, the slings are tight, and the game is floaty, and that's all adding up to a lot of draininess.
So I saw some players in the earlier rounds trying to do shots to get bonus advances. That's one thing you could try to do.
Oh, that's interesting. You saw people doing. Oh, nice inlane. You saw people doing that.
Yeah, Jermaine was trying it a lot earlier.
Oh, another nice inlane. Looks like Michael's got the luck so far on this ball.
And he spelled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 once, so he has PH on that left alley, and there it is. I'm not sure how much that is worth. The value increases as you get more letters.
Do you know what that shot was worth?
Yeah, I'm not sure offhand.
Yeah, that would be interesting to know, but he looks like he's going for it again. Oh boy, nice ball though, I'm gonna say, maybe?
Yeah, he has 3x bonus too. So
yeah, I mean, gets him up to 112. That's pretty good, I think.
You get bonus from the drop target banks here and here. So by completing them, he had 3x bonus.
Oh, and there he goes, the 2 for 1. And it looks like it stays between balls. You know, tilting, you will lose all your progress. So don't tilt because those 1, 2s, and 3s will become extinguished. And we don't want to see that. Oh, that was a nice little tip-over save. And Bob Matthews rising like a phoenix out of the ashes of that poor first ball and getting something going. He's got some bonus already. And let's see if he can get that 2. That's definitely where he's going. Oh, real early on that shot.
The spinner's lit right now.
It is. Real late that time. Let's see if third one is the charm.
Fortunately, he's getting lots of bonus.
Yeah,
It's going to
yeah.
unlight his spinner.
There's a stand-up up there by the pops, it looks like, on either side, which advances your bonus.
Yes, there's an A and a B.
There he goes. Oh, and he
That was perfect because it waited to get his last bonus that would unlight his spinner until it was finished spinning.
That's nice. That was a nice observation, Mike. Yeah, he got every last spin out of that. Should we start monkeying around with this? Oh, boy. Oh, there it is. Boom! He gets the 2. Beautiful. And that advanced his Phoenix letter, like you were saying. Oh, and back up through. This is definitely some Bob Matthews gold right here. Oh my goodness. Is he going to get this one? Yes, he is. Very nice. Skilled nudging from the veteran. Tries to backhand that thing. That's kind of an interesting shot. There's a drop target in the middle that he just hit. I have no idea what that is.
There are 2 drop targets in the middle, A and B, and they raise when you complete these spot targets up here. Not really sure what they're worth. I think like 10,000.
Oh, and he drains, but that was a nice ball from Bob.
Yeah,
wow,
great ball.
Let's see where that gets him. 300?
Bonus.
Am I thinking 300? No. Does he get anything for those Phoenix letters? He doesn't. So he's up to 244. Very, very nice ball from Bob. Wow, Bob can smell it. Chasing another huge Classics win. And we're dabbling in replay here. It might have been a little late for that one.
Yeah, oh well.
Oh, we just missed. I think it was off a sling. We're gonna try that again. Maybe we'll start to nail that. All right, down in the 3, and here comes Donovan's step. Dino, known by friends and enemies alike. And that's not gonna do anything for him except for a little bonus. Nice inland. Wow, every time it goes over there, you're pretty much just at the mercy of Phoenix. Phoenix is one strange-looking bird, I gotta say. Does he have sunglasses on?
Yeah. It's kind of
little shats there. Was that a purpose shats? Well, whatever it was, it didn't really work out for him. Yeah, probably too late, right? Okay, that did nothing. Oh, and I got the bonus countdown. All right.
Might be good. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I guess just the bonus count. Oh, well.
All right, we will spring into action next time faster.
We'll get it.
Yeah, we're going to give you a successful replay if it's the last thing we do, and it very well might be. Let's see. And you can see on the player cam that is Phil, our hero, has built this fantastic rig for us. It's really working great. And here comes Steve Bowden. Stephen Bowden. Former IFPA Player of the Year, Stephen Bowden. Deep Root employee, Stephen Bowden. Multiple circuit winner. Steely competitor. They call him the Terminator.
I think he tilted.
Yeah,
he had
he
to make
tilted.
a big move right off the
Yeah, I don't think he had to do that, but we'll really never know.
So let's see if I got this in time. Since they're going to be waiting for the tilt off to settle, we can see that move he just made.
Oh, wow. I think he was
I
already
I just got it.
We're getting so close, guys.
We got to tell Phil to
Yeah, slow
increase
this
the
down.
length. Yeah.
This thing
He
was
has it on
obviously
10
made
seconds.
for people in their early 20s, which we are not. I can't speak for Mike Welsh, but... all right, so yeah, it looks like Mike is going to do the standard chill out and let it relax thing.
Do you have any rituals you do to settle the tilt bob down? Are you one of the people that bangs on
no,
the...
I really just don't wait as long as I should have. I just want to play. I usually give it 20, 30 seconds and just plunge the ball.
So now we're going into ball 3, Michael Ridgway.
Yeah, the money ball. Here it is. And our scoring is Mike is sitting in second. You know, it could stay that way, but judging on how these balls have gone. And I would say Bob with a very nice lead at this point. Oh, boy.
Oh, that's trouble.
Yeah. All right, here comes Bob. And that's going to give him 119. Is that going to be enough for second or third? Who knows? You're just going to have to wait and see, people. Drops up. Shoots that center drop target. I don't know if he did that on purpose. It did give him a Phoenix letter. Shot for one of the center drop targets. Look at the A. Oh, boy. Okay, that's not going to work out for him, but 262 is pretty solid on the Phoenix. Dwarfing his competitive scores. Bob's got to be feeling good about this. And here comes Donovan Stepp, player 3. No hesitation. Plunges the ball into play, nudges it over and gets his 4. That's very nice. And getting one of those outside numbers now, 1 of 5. Will spot. Oh, very nice drop catch. Back up top. Can he nudge it over? I think, oh, here he gets another shot. I think he's wise not to go too nuts nudging. Oh, there it is. Beautiful. And that gives him another Phoenix letter, which we don't really know what the benefit is there. But, you know, it's got to be good, right? And he looks like he's getting close to having a spinner lit as well. Very close. Oh, boy. Oh. And that's going to give him... So, yeah, Michael Ridgway is going to get at least third place, so he's got to be feeling good about that. And looks like a battle for the time being between Donovan and Stephen Bowden for who's going to get a point. But can't keep Steve out. The Pinball Terminator. He never stops until one of you has been defeated. Clawing his way towards the inevitable end of the contest. All right, nice plunge there. So I guess those little stand-ups actually give you the numbers.
Yeah, they will spot you numbers.
That's really nice. I thought they just gave you bone. Perhaps if I listened a little more to my partner, Mike Welsh, I would already know that. Oh, it does go
there's
for
the alley pass.
shot.
You see, that was 3 bonus advances.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, but he flubbed it that time.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of high risk, high reward, I guess. But Steve's going to take 4th. It's a runaway win by Bob Matthews with a spectacular 262. Second is going to be Michael Ridgway, the newcomer, lighting the pinball world afire with his skills. And Donovan's going to escape with a point. I don't know exactly what the scoring is here, but you know what I'm saying.
So it is 4-2-1-0. So
okay.
Bob will get 4 points. Michael will get 2 points. Donovan will get 1 point. And we'll see what our next game is going to be.
Yep, we're going to roll that rig over, and we're going to keep bringing you this exciting Classics Finals. You know, I got to say, I do like these games for these finals. They're kind of brisk. They move along. They're easy to follow. You know, we always get stuck watching like 15 straight games of Maiden sometime in the stream, so it's good to see some bad games that play fast.
Instead, we'll watch 15 straight games of 8-ball.
Oh, yeah, there's got to be an 8-ball deluxe in our future, right? Here it is. EBD. You know it. You love it. Everybody knows 8-ball. Shoot the drop targets over on the right, and then complete the rack by shooting your 8-ball on the top right. That will give you these racks, these bonus racks, which you can then multiply with the drop targets on the left. Going up to on that left lane will give you bonus points. I believe extra ball is off according to that sign, and there are specials and 25,000 points. And our benefactor, Colin McAlpine, came over to check and see if everything's okay. It looks great. and it's ready for 8-Ball Deluxe. This is the third version of 8-Ball Deluxe. This is the one that came out in '84 or '85.
How do you know? How do you tell the
You
difference?
can tell by the janky cabinet. This game was so popular they made it 3 times.
Wow.
And we're already in play, so I will dispense with the history lesson for now. Although I do have some more to say about these terrible Bally builds of the mid-'80s. All right, so Bob Matthews. Not much going now. Yeah, this is trouble, and he drains. So not a lot for his trouble. He knocked down a couple drop targets. This is one of those Bally games where the more you can get done on the first ball, the better. If you can complete a rack on your first ball, you're really set up for the rest of the game. If you can't get much done and your opponents do, which somebody's going to do, it definitely puts you in a hole. AB up there, I think will light one of those lands for 25,000. Boy. Oh, it starts off with a multiplier. Take some drops off the sling. That was nice.
I did see a lot of players are just going for the left orbit all day.
I find that a little risky because you're going up into those drops, and whenever you go up, pop bumpers, you never know what's going to happen. I really think you want to, at least on your first ball, try and get the whole rack down, try and get some drops in the bank. But I do understand the allure. It's a very easy shot to just shoot that left orbit over and over again. Let's see what Michael Ridgway does. Does he pass it over? Does he? He went for that lane, was a little late. He could have also gone for his multiplier, but it doesn't really make sense to do that until you have, oh boy. Yeah, he lost the ball. It all started with that left orbit shot. I'm not saying that's why he lost the ball.
Do you know if the bonus collect is unmultiplied, right, on the settings on this machine?
Unmultiplied, how?
So when you get into the 8-ball?
The top right, I have no idea. Yeah, there is a bonus collect behind that 8-ball drop target on the top right. And on some games, depending on the setting, it'll be, uh-oh. Yeah, that's the end of that ball. Wow. Okay. Steve Bowden steps up. Anybody's game so far. I guess Michael had a decent ball. But nobody's really, and Michael at least is close to his first rack completion. So maybe he can do that in ball 2, which will give him a big edge. Going straight for that orbit is Steve Bowden. Steve's usually a pretty safe player, but this is not a very safe game. There's really no safe shots on it. You're going up there into the pops. That's not safe. You're shooting for the drops. That's not really safe. And he's going right for the drops, the big meaty part of the drops there. Let's see if he can get some bonus going. Yeah, just going right back up there for points. Nice, takes off that bottom. Oh boy.
Sling out lane.
Not much you can do there. Just off the drop and out the lane. But takes the lead, so he's got to be happy.
Yeah, that left orbit builds in value pretty high, so you can hit it a few times.
For sure. Bob Matthews doesn't have a lot going, but a blinking pop bumper, I guess that's probably worth a few thousand a pop, which is, I guess, good if you're going up there all the time. Wow, terrible shot for the drop targets, goes right into the slings. I don't think you'll see him do that again. You know what? I forgot about this. I played this game a few times. That left flipper is very weak, the lower left flipper, and it causes you to make a lot of late shots until you adapt to it. Nice inlane there. That was lucky. So yeah, the left flipper's a little spongy. You're going to want to flip early, or else you're going to do those kind of late shots into the slings like you just saw. Making a lot of progress here. He's got his rack done. All he's got to do is shoot that 8-ball.
Yeah.
He can hit that from that top left flipper or the lower left, or a crazy backhand on the fly on the right, which you're probably not going to see anybody try.
So he completed the ABCD twice there, and that spots him pull balls too.
Did you see how late that shot was? He was going for that 8-ball, and again, that spongy flipper went right into the targets again. But very nice ball for Bob Matthews. Yeah, great ball for Bob, and he'll be set up at least for the next ball to try and just get that multiplier and get as much bonus as he can. Things are looking pretty good for Bob. Here comes Michael Ridgway. He got 25,000 off that plunge because it hit that arrow land. That's nice. Another thing is when you get the A, B, C, D, it will drop 2 of your drop targets, I believe, which is really nice. When it goes in that in lane and completes that sequence, it'll just drop a couple of your drops. And as you can see, he only has 1 drop target left. He's got a little stuck ball there. He could probably shake it loose, but I'm guessing he's just going to ask somebody to come over and fix it for him. That is stuck there, right?
Yeah, that happened to me earlier in qualifying. It just gets caught on the metal right there.
Between the metal and maybe just kissing that rubber. That is a EM resetting, as you can hear. It's kind of funny. There are 4 EMs in the main Wizards bank, and there are only 2 EMs in the Classics bank. But That's the kind of thing that gets thrown at you at these tournaments sometimes. I think they kind of did that because they wanted a lot of 3-ball games in the Classics due to the horrendous lines over the course of yesterday's qualifying period. All right, they're taking the glass off, and they're addressing this ball situation. I wonder if they have one of those telescoping magnets.
We see it.
I love seeing that thing. It's like when the Zamboni comes out in a hockey game. Just pure excitement. All right, he's back. The ball. Oh boy, you know sometimes that ball just gets stuck, and it doesn't really do anything directly to hurt you, but you just kind of lose your flow, and that might be what happened there. He basically had one shot, and it was errant. All right, but he's still solidly behind Bob, and here comes player 3, Donovan, trying to get something going. He had very little going on his first ball. It's a very popular game. You see it a lot. Everybody likes it, I think. Oh boy, it bounces out. Fun shooters game, lots of targets. Great sound and speech, which we unfortunately can't hear with the Bally Squawk and Talk board. Really raised the bar on one of the most popular classic digital games of all time, I would say. Like I said, they made 3 of them, and this is the last version. The most shoddily built version with that terrible mid-Bally connectors and mid-Bally cabinets. I saw several times yesterday people were playing, and the front door just swung open while they were playing. With the back glass attached because that whole assembly is so janky.
Hey, free games.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so here comes Stephen Bowden, former IFBA Player of the Year.
It's nice he plunges for that 25K.
Yeah, that was nice. Oh boy!
Oh, but
wow, this game is a killer. And still, he had a little bonus there. Let's see, and here comes Bob. He can complete his rack. He can go no further as it's ball 3, but he can complete his rack, and then he can collect up top behind that 8-ball. He can hit those multipliers. He would be wise to shoot his multipliers anyway, I think. I mean, he's got to take the shot at the 8-ball here. Way late again. I'm telling you, oh, and he tries to backhand that target. I don't think he got it. It was a very nice shot, though. Let's see if he can. See, now he's there. He goes. He goes a little early and nails it. Now he's going to go for that bonus collect, I think. And a late again. Tries to backhand it, or it was just a panic flip, but it would have been pretty if he backhanded it. Sling land. That's not a good place to be. Oh, wow. Nice tip over. Oh, and he almost flips out. Oh, and he gets an in lane. Oh,
and a multiplier.
Yes, he gets
That's
a multiplier.
huge.
That is huge. And the in lane is huge. More multiplier. Oh, he missed it. I thought he got it. Oh, he misses that one. And that's the end, but that's going to be a decent bonus.
That's 100K in bonus, I think.
Yeah, more than that. Oh, a little more than that. But, okay, 5-10 for Bob Matthews, the veteran, setting a very nice game. He did win the last game, right? Yes, so Bob already has 4 points. You know, if he could win this, wow, he'd almost be close to sealing this thing up. This isn't going too well. I'm just going to say it. It's not going too well for Mike right now. All right, he gets it back. You know what? He hesitated there. I think didn't want to use that upper flipper and then saw the hop it took and then just kind of went for it. He's really got to get a plan and some control right now if he wants to catch up to Bob. But on the other hand, it's not, not in the worst shape. You can get some more. If he can max out his multipliers, he'd probably have it.
Yeah, he's at 2x right now.
And he's almost got all his drops. Man, back up there into the pops. I don't know, man. Oh, wow.
Power in lane.
But he completed his sequence, and if you see that, it dropped his final drop target. So he can get his 8-ball, get his collect, and he really wants to get those multipliers. I mean, he's got 350 already. I think he's thinking multiplier. Yeah, he's thinking multiplier, and
just missed it.
Just missed it, yeah. Just misses it again.
Stay in.
Nice, trapped up. These flippers are so steep. Oh, misses way early that time. Flippers are so steep that you can just trap on either in lane just by holding the flipper up. You see that a lot on 8-ball deluxes too, with that very crowded area down there. He's in the bone zone. He's just got to really hammer it home with some, if he backhanded that when it was kind of, oh, there he goes. Finishes the rack. Oh, no. I don't think that's going to.
Just when it was.
Oh, it is going to do it. It is going to do it. He's got 529,000. Did you see that, Mike Welsh?
By 10,000.
It's too late.
Yeah, we tried to save the replay, but I think we're a little too late.
That was awesome. Wow, it was just that, it was just the difference was that one multiplier. Fantastic. Michael Ridgway showing why he's come out of nowhere and burst on the scene like a comet, exploding in the sky. Do comets explode? I guess if they hit something. That was great. Yeah, this is going to set up a very nice game 3, I think. with Bob not winning this one. I can almost hear Bob all the way from over here. Oh, darn. Bob gets a little profane sometimes when things don't go the way he wants them to. He'll say things like, oh, darn. Oh, boy, right into the sling.
Nice drop catch there.
That was nice. Sling land again. Oh, boy.
Stays in.
Lucky him. He's bouncing around up there. He's got his 8-ball blinking, so let's see if he can finish that rack and then get some multipliers. He's definitely going multiplier. No, I don't know, man. I don't know about that. I mean, he does have 300,000 points, but he's set for some bonus. He's in the bone zone. He just needs to cash in. And he really doesn't seem interested in going for those drops. I guess he's worried about what's... Oh, boy. And that's the end of that. Let's see where it gets him. Nothing, because he didn't have any multipliers. So he's in third place right now. And definitely in danger of taking a 0 as Steve Bowden, smelling blood, and trying to...
Oh, man.
Steve's going to take a 0 there.
He made such good use of that upper flipper to sort of try to get the ball out of the way.
Oh, all right.
But then it ended up costing him.
All right,
so
let's see this replay magic, people. Sling land. Sling land.
So here the ball's going to take a kind of weird bounce, and I guess he was trying to flip it and ended up catching the tip.
I feel like he was trying to hold that thing out just to get it to go to the right flipper.
Yeah, that was my thought.
In the end, he might have been better off just letting it go. Okay. So we successfully, good job, Mike Welsh.
Yeah, we did it.
We successfully showed a replay.
We made a replay.
What do you guys think? I'm going to look at the chat here. Did you guys like that? Okay. Well, I guess they didn't. But we'll try to give them some more replay action for the next game. All right. And yes, this is the Final Four. Here's our standings right now. Very exciting. Michael Ridgway, who battled his way out of nowhere to finish 21st in Classics at Indus in his first major tournament, taking on Bob Matthews. They're both tied with 6. Bob won one of the Index Classics. And, it's still technically, the only one who's out of it is Steve Bowden. Still technically, Donovan could force a tiebreaker, I believe, or is that impossible? No, because somebody's going to get 7 points, at least, right?
Yeah.
So it's definitely between Mike and Bob, with Steve and Donovan battling it out for third and fourth place. There's the enthusiasm we want to see. People loving that replay. And there's going to be more of it.
We'll try to get you at least one more.
Yeah. I think we're going to really heat up on the replay angle now that Mike Welsh is on the boards. Okay, and we will let you know as soon as Game 3 is chosen and the rig is rolled.
I think we're good, actually. Let's see what game we're on.
Viking. Oh, we're back on Viking for Game 3. And Game 3, Viking, we are back in action. Man, I'm ready for some Viking. I would say Viking isn't a terrible game. It's just a little reminiscent of some of the other ones that they put out. They were churning out games by like a dozen, a year around then. So nice plunge into the hole. And here comes Michael Ridgway, tied for first. Basically, if whoever wins between Mike and Bob is going to take this. Did I get that right, Mike? It's got to be that simple. Yes. All right, so that'll...
Oh, by the way, we are playing 2-player games on here because there are some score issues.
Okay. So we've got Mike and Bob.
This is actually a 2-player battle for first overall.
Oh, that's true.
Oh.
Yeah, so Colin McAlpine steps into the booth and offers the astute observation that this is the championship game right here. Yes. Whoever wins this game wins the title of Texas Pinball. That's an unfortunate grain. Texas Pinball Fest Wizards Champion, I guess we're calling it. Or I'm sorry, Classics Champion. So 50,000. I've seen worse. Probably wanted more, did Mike. But Bob's got to be licking his chops, thinking he could put up a good first ball. And darn it, propel himself to victory. All right. Oh, boy. That was trouble. Okay. Goes for a passover. Doesn't really do what he wants it to, but he does eventually gain control. Rips the spinner. Look at that thing go. Wow. Wow, it's still going. It was spinning so... He saves it. That was spinning so long that when it jumped out of the hole, it stopped it from spinning. That was amazing. Oh, another rip. Look at Bob Matthews rip that spinner, as he's done so many times before.
Multiplier.
Did he get a multiplier?
He did.
He did. Oh, and he's chasing the multiplier. I like that. Going early instead of just trying to. I mean, he's already kind of in a miniature bone zone. Nice in lane. Oh, takes out another drop for another multiplier. Rips that spinner again. Oh my goodness. Look at that thing go. And he backhands a drop. He backhands a multiplier drop. This is incredible. Wow, this is clutch play by the veteran Bob Matthews. Unbelievable, right out of the gate. And he's already got 100,000 on the board, not counting his bonus. And he's in the bone zone, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't take too risky of a. He throws his hands up in Bob Matthews style, and he's all the way up to 200,000. It's okay. It's over.
I tried.
194. That was incredible. That might be a walk-off score. I mean, I've seen plenty of people not score 194. That was really something. Wow. All right, let's see if Mike can recover from his mediocre first ball and kind of just do what Bob did there. But gosh, Bob Matthews got to be feeling pretty solid about that. Great way to start. But the thing is, you know, Mike Ridgway's an unknown. Who knows how he'll react? Right now he's a cornered animal, and we don't know how he's going to fight back from this. We've never really seen Mike. We don't know if he's the type of player to feed off of this. You know, he's attacking that multiplier already. I like the feeling there because it's like, you know what, he's going to need some bonus. And whether or not he's got some bone in the tank, he's going to want to hit that multiplier at some point because Bob did, so he's going to have to keep up with Bob. So I think it's, oh boy.
No, a little bit of a double flip there.
It's not terrible, but okay, he's going to have about 100, and Bob's got 194. Bob, no hesitation from Bob. I think when you get to be a little older, you just have to, oh boy. You just have to plunge it in. You know, George Foreman didn't sit between rounds in his 40s
So
because he was afraid he wouldn't be able to get back up.
Bob did have the super bonus. I think a lot of the bonus lights are out, unfortunately, but he did have the super bonus.
Oh,
he
okay,
jumped
so
up
that's a
to,
bonus in the tank?
Yeah.
Wow, so that was 50 grand just for plunging.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like an 8-ball. That's where you have a bonus in the tank. So definitely his strategy would just be to attack the drops, if necessary, because he might take it if Michael Ridgway cannot catch up here. All right. A little flipper hop kind of. Oh, and that's it. Bob Matthews is our 2019 TPF Classics champion. Congratulations, Bob. Another big-time Classics win for the veteran.
Yeah, great play.
What a fantastic season he's putting together. He already won Indisc, and he comes down to Texas. They say everything's bigger in Texas, and victory is bigger for Bob Matthews. Bob, the veteran Matthews, showing us that the age of 75 is not a death sentence in sports. You can continue to play high-level pinball well into your 70s. I'm getting a tap on my shoulder. Bob is not in his 70s, but he's still a veteran. He's played a lot of pinball.
Great player.
And, wow, he really showed it there. That was incredible.
And shout-outs to Michael Ridgway. He's going to take second, but for just being a fairly new tournament player, that's an incredible showing. This tournament was stacked.
And he is guaranteed second, right?
I believe so.
Well, he's not
actually.
No,
actually, I don't want to
I think he's guaranteed third at least.
See, Donovan could get.
But certainly a great tournament for the newcomer. You know, it's great to see him, get encouraged. These kind of results encourage players like this, who we've never heard of before, to just keep going. And, everybody, thinks of a small handful of players that are always in these tournaments. And there's a lot of players out there just waiting to emerge, to rear their heads in the world of.
So if Donovan can win this game, he'll get 4 points. And that could at least tie with Michael Ridgway if Michael ends up getting last.
Correct. And we'll sort that out all when it's over. Right now we've got Donovan playing. Yeah, Donovan's off to a real nice start. Man, that first ball from Bob, that was really something to see. He was nailing the spinner. He was nailing the drops. That was some clutch play by the veteran.
So this is Dino. He looks like he's trying to go for the spinner.
Yeah, he's doing the same thing. It looks like he's already got one drop down, I think. Yeah, he takes out another drop. I figure, why not, right? Oh, nice in lane. Very nice. Slows the ball down off the flipper hop and then takes out another multiplier. And now he's going for the spinner because he's doing it backwards. He's got the multipliers. Now he's got to get some bonus. He's knocking on the door of the bone zone, but he's yet to enter. That was a very steely bounce pass. No, that's not coming back. Man, if he could have got just a couple more spinner rips. But wow. Okay, never mind. That was an incredible first ball. His bonus is up to 230.
Yeah, it was nice to see a player actually dig through all of those in-lane drops. Oh,
Wow.
boy, house ball there.
That was even better than Bob's first ball, I think, just by a little bit.
Yeah.
That was a poor ball by Steve Bowden. I don't know if there's really anything he could do there, but it didn't really go his way. And he's going to have a long road to hoe. And I don't know if Donovan has a super bonus in the tank or anything. I guess we're just going to have to see. But I think you're going to see him just do the same thing. He's going, oh boy. Well, it doesn't tilt. Let's see what kind of bonus he's got in the tank. About 15. Not much. But he didn't tilt it away, so why not? All right. And here comes Steve Bowden, trying to claw his way back into this one to get a higher place. And so let's see. Let's say that Donovan does win this. What does this mean for him and Mike?
So I think
Oh, Donovan has 0 points, right?
Donovan has 2
Oh,
points.
Donovan 2. So that would tie them up, and there would be an exciting
It would be
tiebreaker for second place.
That's only if Michael gets 0 points, though. So I think,
Mike-
so Michael would have to come in last, I believe.
Do you remember what his score was? It wasn't very impressive. Might have been 100 something. Maybe someone in the chat can tell us. I will take a. Oh wow! And back in. Oh, I thought that was coming back.
Yeah, it just got caught on the gate. Looked like a nice bounce, but
All right, so I think that might be. Okay, there's another ball. I'm pretty sure Mike is going to take a fourth if Steve Bowden can get anything done on his last ball, which would set up a sweet, awesome, super cool tiebreaker. Bonus pinball action. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's.
You get a kid.
Let's watch Donovan Stepp play his last ball. He's doing it again. He's backhanding drops. Oh boy.
rough bounce there.
Yeah, that was super rough. All right, he's going to finish, wow, with 320. Does that beat Bob or not?
It looks like someone in the chat said Bob had 293.
Oh, no, that's a different game. Yeah. Bob has
293, yeah.
So that is going to beat Bob. He's going to take first. I wonder what that means.
Well, I think we are going to
Yeah, we're going to see a...
see the tiebreaker.
going for the dead bounce. Well, I mean, that's you know, again, don't count Steve out.
Yeah. Don't want to speak too soon.
And building up his bonus, Steve is, you know, he seems to be a super safe kind of player. I guess he's just not going to go for those drops until he really thinks he has to. But again, at this point, you know, he's got to do it.
Spinner's juicy.
That is juicy. That is a very, very wet spinner. Even on the rebound, like even coming through the top, he loses his ball, and that's not going to do it. That's going to put. Yeah, Ridgeway takes a last there, so we are going to get a tiebreaker. That's cool. As soon as that is, I'm sure that's going to happen very quickly. Do you know how they pick these tiebreakers?
I'm not sure. Guess we'll find out.
I think it's probably a random pick, if I know my tournaments and McAlpines right. But I guess we'll see. All right, we'll be back in just a minute with the exciting tiebreaker. And congratulations to Bob Matthews. Maybe we can get Bob over here for a super quick interview. All right, we're going to do, looks like this tiebreaker is going to be Jungle Lord. And I got Bob Matthews here. Tiebreaker on Jungle Lord. Bob Matthews, I just want to congratulate you on another fantastic Classics win. You're off to a real good start this season. What do you attribute it to? Have you changed your diet, perhaps?
I'm still eating food.
He's still eating food. Has your approach changed at all over the past 45, 50 years?
A little bit. My reflexes aren't quite what they used to be, so I have to actually have the mental game a little sharper. Just because my timing's not as accurate as it was when I was 20 or 30.
I noticed on that first ball, you were backhanding drops. You were attacking the drops.
Yes.
Was your strategy?
You mean on Phoenix, right?
No, on the Viking. On your first ball, the one that took it home. Was your plan just to go for those drops early, or were you just taking what the game was giving
I was
you?
taking what it was giving me, and basically the plan was to shoot the spinner once, 50,000 and then just rip it and take the inline drops when I didn't have an opportunity for a spinner shot just to get the bonus multiplier. I wasn't really focusing on trying to get a collect. If I ended up with the ball cradle on the left flipper at some point, with a high enough bonus, then I would have gone ahead and tried for the collect. But otherwise, I was just basically focusing on the spinner.
What's next for Bob Matthews?
Next week, Pinmasters.
All right, well, good luck and congratulations.
Thanks again.
And that was really a fantastic game of Viking to take it home. And we'll see you on down the road, probably in finals.
All right, great.
All right, good job. And Bob Matthews, the victor, walks away. That is one happy man.
So I'm not sure what just happened here, if it was a tilt through.
Looks like we got a stuck ball or something. The glass came off.
Because player one played his ball, and then it was in the plunger lane again.
Huh.
So unfortunately, I wasn't able to see.
And this is Donovan and Mike. The winner of this will take second.
Yes.
And the loser will take third?
Yes.
Okay, so Steve took fourth. Another great tournament by Steve Bowden. People used to not think of him as a classics guy, but he's an everything guy these days. Steve always seems to be in these Final Fours. Perhaps a clue that the next Deep Root machine will be actually a mechanical game. But we're going to have to wait and see. The 5 days of Deep Root was unfortunately postponed this year. So perhaps we can get 5 or even 2 days of Deep Root in the near future.
I guess it just was a stuck ball, so I guess we're playing on.
Yeah, it looks like it was a stuck ball, or maybe a pass-through or something. But regardless, we're back in, and here comes Michael Ridgway, trying to take his first second in a big-time pinball tournament. This will definitely be his. That's an unfortunate drain. This will definitely be Mike's best finish in a tournament, as he only has about 8 or 9 on his card, and he's going to shoot up like 5,000 spots in the rankings. So that'll be pretty cool. Here comes Donovan, trying to take a second. Second takes home some money and a cool plaque, as does third and fourth, I think. But obviously more money and perhaps a slightly cooler plaque if you finish second. Competitive pinball. Everybody loves it. Oh, that was a nice shot back up the middle.
Oh, and that feed down the middle. It's just killer.
Yeah, that's unpleasant, unforgiving. And this is still anybody's game. Steve Bowden with 47 and Mike Ridgway with 33. Wow, no hesitation by the newcomer. Chomping at the bit, Mike Welsh. Wouldn't you agree?
I agree. He's
Going
excited. He wants that second.
He sure does. Uh-oh. Every time it goes, oh boy. Every time it goes down that center ramp. I haven't seen one person try to shoot one of those side ramps. I guess that's just unwise. Oh, there you go.
The devil.
And he nailed it, and it just came right back. So I guess that's why you don't see people shooting it. Man, I'd love to see a multi-ball on this, but it just does not look like it's in the cards. Another side ramp and right back down the other ramp. U-turn, baby. Boy.
Oh,
this is
instant outlane.
We'd love to replay something good, but so far we're only remembering to do it at the end of the balls. And I pushed a bunch of buttons and unfortunately didn't get it. Well, maybe next time. And here comes Donovan, behind by about 50,000. He's gonna get one of those bagatelle shots. You see that bagatelle on a lot of these bad 80s games. I think that Stern Catacomb has one. Big guns. I don't know. It's kind of like the roulette on the 70s games. I don't think I've ever played a good mechanical with a roulette wheel in it. Oh boy, nice drop catch there to get some control. Oh, drains down that ramp.
Feed from the left ramp that time was weird.
Yeah, very squirrely. And this is going to set up. Was that ball 3? No. Here's ball 3. Donovan with a slight lead, but who knows? That might be a walk-off the way things are going. And picks off that drop. Here comes some hot catacomb action, and it goes to the right like it always does. Uh-oh. Oh, it goes into that one, and it goes to the right again. Ball's kind of bouncing around. Sling land. Oh,
there's the Magna save.
Yeah, that was nice. Nice little Magna save action. And it goes to the right again. That was not surprising to anybody in our audience. Uh-oh. Yep, you just never know if it's going to hit a post on the way down those ramps. But he's got to be, all right, he takes the lead now. Not much of one, but he's definitely, let's see. Nope. And he's definitely got something going that could he's at least going to make Donovan work for it, it looks like. Down in the middle. Little Magna save action.
Tried.
Nah, he tried, but didn't work.
Well, we can play back his successful Magna save here.
Oh, this is going to be so cool. Oh, boing. Very nice. It really appeared to bail him out. At least slowed the ball down and stopped that side-to-side action. Nice job, Mike Welsh.
We did it.
That was, I think as a team, we pulled that off together. All right. And that was the first time we were able to replay something good instead of just a drain. So, maybe by the time the finals start for the main Wizards competition. Oh, yeah. Man, that is frustrating. Okay, Donovan's only got 30,000 to go. He's got about 8,000 bonus. Oh, boy, I don't think that's going to do it. And it looks like our winner of this match is going to be Mike Ridgway, 200 to 180. Mike takes second. Donovan takes third. And Steve Bowden takes fourth in a very exciting and mercifully brisk Final Four of the Classics. I'm Levy Naiman.
And I'm Mike Welsh.
And thanks for joining us. And we will see you later on for more tournament championship pinball action.
Yeah, the finals for the Wizards tournament start at 4 o'clock.
I think qualifying ends at 4.
Qualifying ends at 4.
This is great player cam. Can we replay this? I haven't done this yet, so let's see if I can pull it off. And then that.
Yeah, that one.
All right, let's see. Watch this. You can see he's going for the sandwich. He's blocked a little bit here. And he's thinking, should I take another bite? Should I take another bite? He raises the sandwich to his lips, and you can see here he bites down onto the sandwich. And, that's what the technology is about here. We're raising the bar in pinball action. So, again, thanks for joining us. And this is really, really fun doing this commentary, and we'll see you guys soon. And if you haven't yet, get on the wait list for the New York City Pinball Championship, May 17th through 19th. We're going to have an amazing I'm up?
Oh, I'm up.
Levi is up. There's another Levi in the room. I'm Levy, and I'm out of tickets, but everybody came over to the booth to attack me and tell me to play. But I was in the middle of a plug. May 17th through 19th, New York City Pinball Championship. We're going to have a great rig just like this one, built by Mark Petronaud from Boston. We're going to have 30 games. We're going to have free play. So if you're coming, we can't wait to see you. If you're not, get on the wait list. It's going to be a fantastic tournament. It's going to be hot pinball action. Woo! Pinball. I love it. See you guys soon.